There are many sources of the energy we use every day. These sources of energy fall into two groups called non-renewable and renewable resources. Renewable energy resources can be replaced, and in some cases are considered to be limitless. Examples of renewable resources include solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, and hydropower. Solar energy, or the energy from the sun, is responsible for most of the energy on Earth. The sun produces this tremendous energy as a result of nuclear fusion occurring in its interior. During nuclear fusion, hydrogen atoms combine to form helium atoms. Every time hydrogen atoms combine to form helium atoms, a great deal of energy is released. This energy radiates out from the sun in all directions. Actually, only a very small part of that energy, about 1/1000th of the radiant energy released from the sun, strikes our atmosphere and planet. Yet that solar energy is critical to the survival of all living things on our planet. Solar energy drives the food-making process of green plants, called photosynthesis. Green plants take carbon dioxide from the air, water and minerals from the ground, and the light of the sun, and in the presence of chlorophyll in their leaves, produce food in the form of sugar or glucose. In addition, the plant releases oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. So in many respects, all living things on Earth owe everything to the light from our sun. Many homes take advantage of solar energy by facing their windows in such a way as to take advantage of the thermal energy of sunlight to heat rooms naturally. A solar cell can be used to convert sunlight directly into electricity. Solar panels on this experimental aircraft power the electric motors that enable it to fly. Wind turbines can be used to generate electricity. The wind turbine spins in the air and is connected to a generator, which produces electricity. This is a very clean method for generating electricity. There is no waste product, and the only requirement is a steady movement of air provided by the wind. Geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the energy of the Earth. Geo means Earth, and thermal means heat. This energy is created about 4,000 miles or 6,400 kilometers beneath the Earth's surface. Temperatures are extreme at this depth. Wells can be drilled to pump water heated by this energy to the surface to be used at geothermal power plants. This hot water is used to change water into steam to spin turbines and generate electricity. The active geothermal areas are found around plate boundaries. This is where earthquakes and volcanoes occur. Geothermal energy is considered to be a renewable energy source because the interior of the Earth is always hot, and all that is needed is a supply of water so that steam can be formed. Biomass is anything that was once alive. Wood, agricultural crops, and animal products are all examples of biomass. Biomass gets its energy from the sun. Through photosynthesis, plants make sugars. These sugars are used as fuel by living other things. The energy stored in plants can be used as fuel. For instance, before 1850, wood burning was the main method of heating homes and cooking foods. Today, wood burning represents a small part of the energy sources in the United States. Another biomass source of energy through burning is garbage. Garbage can be burned to generate electricity in a plant called a waste-to-energy plant. Garbage produces only about 1/4 the energy that an equal amount of coal produces, but there seems to be an endless supply of garbage, whereas coal is a non-renewable resource. When dead animals and plants decay, they give off a gas called methane. Bacteria are responsible for this decay. Methane is a good source of energy. At landfills, wells are drilled to capture the methane gas given off by the garbage and decaying waste. If yeast, which is bacteria, is added to biomass, a fuel called ethanol can be made. This process is called fermentation. This fuel can be mixed with gasoline to power automobiles. Hydropower is the use of running water to generate electricity. A hydropower dam can be built on a river. A reservoir can be used to store the energy. Opening and closing gates can control the flow of water through the dam. Turbines in the dam turn when water rushes past them. The turbines are connected to the drive shafts of generators, which generate electricity when they spin. This is the least expensive method for generating electricity. Throughout the world, it accounts for 25% of the electricity produced. In the United States, it accounts for between 5 and 10% of the electricity produced. It is non-polluting, and because our water is constantly replenished through the water cycle, there is no threat of it disappearing as an energy source.